Welcome back to 25. It's El Stupido, joined with El Stupido. We forgot last week. So, yeah. Hope you're all still alive.
My God.
What?
You don't say stuff like that.
Well, dead air, you weren't saying anything, so threw something out there.
Oh, good Lord.
Threw
Okay,
something
here
out
we
there.
go. Let's start picking on Lisa already.
I'm just saying you weren't saying anything. That's
Why
all
don't
I'm
you...
saying.
I'll say this. Go fuck yourself.
Wow. Wow.
How about that?
Just wow.
Well, you want me to say something? That's what I'm saying.
What do you want to talk about?
What do I want to talk about?
Yeah, what do you want to talk about?
Oh, so you know how with they said the Spanish flu, they didn't do what they were supposed to, and there wound up being all these deaths.
Mm-hmm.
And then the same thing is happening now. 100 years later, we're repeating it, only we're being even more stupid than they probably were. Think back, Titanic. They were told about the iceberg. They didn't heed the warning. How many of these big events that turn into thousands of people, well, not the Titanic, but losing their lives because, what do we keep saying? People are stupid.
Oh, that's what you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, I'm just saying, think about it. Like all these big catastrophes, all of them had warnings and could have been prevented.
Yeah.
It boggles my mind.
Because people don't like to prepare for the worst.
But why would I'd rather be prepared than unprepared. That's like having a party. I'd rather have way too much food than not enough.
Exactly.
Same concept.
Exactly.
So why would it just boggles my mind that things like this keep happening, and we have the knowledge and the technology out there to stop it, and we don't.
Well, in this sense, it's greed. And corruption is what's doing it.
It doesn't matter what sense it is. It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous, 100%.
Because people don't pay attention or do what they're supposed to do, or they're lazy or whatever. It costs millions of innocent lives, and it just sucks.
Yeah.
I'd love to bring back that captain from the Titanic and punch him in the face and ask him what the fuck he was thinking. Who the hell wants to go by drowning, especially off of a freaking humongous ship?
I don't know. I think it was quote unquote unsinkable. You know.
They thought
so
it was unsinkable.
That's probably why they just didn't give a fuck. Oh, nothing can destroy this thing.
With a humongous iceberg, that is just a little bit of common sense.
Well, they have icebreaker ships now to literally break apart icebergs, but back then they didn't have that technology.
Michael, when was the Titanic? 1920 what? 1928?
No, I think it's was it?
No.
I thought it was 12 for some reason.
I don't know why I'm thinking 28.
I think it was 1912.
Anyways, and then what's this year? 2020?
Yeah.
Huge difference.
Wow.
Also, don't they have radar even before you even get out on a ship where icebergs and stuff like that are when they're planning their routes?
Not back then.
No, I mean now.
Yes.
So you can completely avoid them anyways.
Yes. Yeah, it was 1912.
Oh, I don't know why I thought it was in the 20s. Okay, whatever. But still, it takes a tiny bit of common sense. Well, we already said that. Like you said, they thought it was unsinkable, so they didn't give a shit. But that's still stupidity.
That's people being stubborn at that point.
No, that's stupidity. That's downright stupidity.
Yeah, but a lot of stubbornness is stupidity. Though.
Yeah, but especially you can't be like that, especially when thousands of lives are counting on you to keep them safe.
Exactly. Like,
if it's yourself, that's fine. That's what you choose to do. But don't make that decision for thousands of people.
Like, for me, a quality that a leader needs to have is that they need to have that decision-making ability in them for the common good, not just themselves. You know what I mean? Because, like, some people...
Okay, that's fine.
No,
but
because,
when you're
like, some people don't give a fuck about their own personal safety, but don't be a martyr and take down everyone else around you, like...
Well, that's what I mean. If you're being a leader or something like that, you have to be thinking it's your job to take care of them. That is your job. So he didn't do his job.
Especially if you put yourself in that situation.
I mean,
because obviously that was his occupation, so he chose that.
Right. He took an oath to protect those people. And he did a friggin' lousy job.
Yeah.
I mean, he killed just about damn near all of them.
But, like, it just sucks.
But, like, what?
It sucks because, like, again, sometimes stubbornness is a pretty big cause. It was a pretty big cause of death, too.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Oh, boy.
But in today's society right now, it's fucking greed.
But then you wonder, you know, what would you be like in that situation? Would you be able to think clearly? Would you be able to think logically? Like, would you have common sense to, like, do the right thing? Like, you can say all you want. Yeah, I have it. You don't know that until you're in that situation.
Exactly.
You can't even judge anybody.
That's another thing,
you kind of can't really judge anybody for it. But, I mean, when it involves catastrophes like that, and then there was a warning.
You also got to take consideration potential catastrophes, too. That's how you prevent something.
Oh, for what year it is and the kind of technology we have and the kind of intelligence that's in this world, we should be ready for anything. Anything. We should be.
I mean, we have AI technology to basically create future outcomes. Like potential outcomes. Just like I said before, there was apparently some type of technology that predicted the situation we're in. Like last year, and here we are.
Yeah, well, and as promised, here it is.
And we are like the worst handled situation out of like the entire world, the country.
Well, of course
the worst handled country in the world.
This is why everyone hates us.
Oh, 100%.
We're stupid. We're even more stupid than just regular humans. And that's pretty bad.
It's hard to believe 20% of the population is making such a problem for everyone else. Because they said about 80% of the population is okay with stay-home and lockdown orders.
Because
I understand like some stuff needs to open and like that's okay, especially if cases are low. Like for us, our county has 8 as of today and 0 deaths.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be nice for it to stay that way? If we just stay home another week or two? Is it really going to kill everybody to stay home? No, it's going to kill you to not stay home.
I mean, you can't keep everyone locked away.
Technically, we're not locked away. The freedom to move around, go for a drive or whatever. All they're asking is to social distance, but people won't even do that.
No, a lot of people are.
Yeah, but look at the protesters and stuff.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people that aren't because it's still spreading.
I just said that. That's 20% of the population.
Yes, well, 20% of the population is keeping this damn thing going around.
The other 80% are the ones social distancing, wearing masks, and doing what they are told. And it's okay for people to open up as long as people are doing that.
Well, you know what's funny?
Retail, yes. Restaurants, I'm still skeptical on opening, even at 25%.
Well, people seriously need their friggin' haircut. So I can see why you would need haircuts. But I'm talking about the people that have to have their hair color. Like people that spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Like, not necessary right now.
What, to have your roots touched up or highlights?
Oh, well, like go all out for, and pamper yourself and stuff. Like, this isn't the time to pamper yourself. This is not the time for me. This is the time for everyone.
That's a luxury.
Yeah, exactly. That's all I'm saying. Women can paint their own damn nails.
That's what I mean. There's at-home shit for them.
Not that difficult.
It's still going to be there.
It's not for the rest of our lives.
In some way, it's still going to be there, I hope.
But it's not going to be here for the rest of our lives if we keep acting like this.
Hey, the longer this goes on, the worse it does for the economy. So People
don't look.
got to keep that in mind. They think right now. They don't think long term.
You just took the words right out of my mouth. They're not thinking long term plan. They're thinking right now, as in today, and tomorrow, and that's it.
Because the more you stoke the fire, the bigger the flame's gonna get.
Yep.
Longer it's gonna last.
I don't know.
They're saying we're gonna reach 100,000 deaths before June 1st. They're now saying,
and that's okay to open up the country.
They're now saying that our problems may last a few years because of the way we're handling things right now.
And no one wants to listen.
No. These are scientists and like doctors, people who have spent, years in school and then decades on the job, studying infectious diseases, looking at pathogens, both past, present, and potentially future. They've seen hybrid illnesses.
Right.
They've seen things created in labs that could potentially form in nature that they have on standby as a vaccine just in case. They've seen so much shit, and people are just saying, these are the same people to look at the science about a year ago, and now when the science is talking, they don't want to fucking listen.
Because people don't want to hear the truth. I've learned that, like, through the years. People, they just don't want to hear. You have to tell people what they want to hear, and that's ridiculous. I'd rather hear the truth.
And then the same jackasses okay with like suppression laws against women and like minorities and shit like that, but then they're out here protesting saying my body, my right about wearing a mask.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah.
Like, are you joking?
Oh, there's so much double standard stuff. It's ridiculous.
I know we said we wouldn't get political on this, but like we're in a time right now where I just don't give a fuck anymore.
No.
It's hard
my tolerance and my level of trust for people, there is none. I have zero trust in anyone.
Like, working with the general public, you realize just how unsanitary people truly are.
Unsanitary, mean, selfish, cheap. They're just ridiculous.
The regular people you see a few times a day are the unsanitary ones, but the ones you see like one time a day or something like that come in just like cigarettes or whatever, just like that. They always have like their mask on and like a tissue in hand so they're not touching anything. Those are the sanitary people, but like the ones that are in there multiple times a day aren't.
I have a question for you.
What?
Does anyone from your generation and on know what a brush and a comb is?
What?
I swear to God, we have more customers coming in. Their hair's sticking up like they literally just rolled out of frickin' bed. Their hair's just everywhere. Don't they give a shit?
Hey, I got news for you. That's not my generation. That's a lot of them. Especially people right now. People just don't care.
Why? Do you know how horrible that looks?
People don't give a fuck right now.
There's a couple kids that are regulars that, first of all, I want to know where the fuck they work at, where they can afford that food every single day. And then I want to ask them, do they know what the hell a brush is? God. Excuse me. I didn't get my...
Oh, God. Here we go. Listen, those two were clearly scammers.
Wow. Well, they clearly pissed me off. Dumbass bimbos. Excuse me. I didn't get my nacho cheese. Excuse me. Yes, you did. Open up your fucking eyes and look for it in your bag. Woo! Okay, I'm done.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Positive?
Excuse me. Mm-hmm. That's how they talk. Just like this, too.
But yeah, by what I mean by what I said about multiple people coming a day, we have like 2 or 3 people that come in multiple times a day and they lick their fucking fingers every time they come in.
That old guy, I call him Lickums now.
Oh my God.
Don't you ever hear me? I'm like,
yes.
Here comes Lickums.
Yes, I do. That's why I was put on gloves, because he always licks his fingers.
That's what I said to Nick. Here comes Lickums. Put your gloves on. Put your gloves on. Here comes Lickums. Nick just looks at me. I'm like, Lickums. I like the guy that told me he didn't like to wear his mask because boogers get stuck in it. I'm like, wow, that's all you've spoken to me in the past 12 and a half years I've worked here. That's the only thing you've said to me is you don't like it because your boogers get in your mask. Okay.
See, at least a lot of our cool customers still come in and still make us laugh every now and then, which is good. Because it makes,
I was going to say,
it makes working bearable. Like 90% of our customers that come in right now are fucking awesome.
No, what
and they
what
sit
I
there
was,
and actually talk with us for a little bit.
Hey, Motormouth. What I was going to say, don't. I knew
I wasn't going to.
Yeah, right. And why'd you start laughing?
Got a tissue.
Because I busted. Yeah. So, the hell was I going to say?
Don't know.
What were we just talking
Yeah.
about?
So, customers. How some of them are still cool. Like 90% of them.
Yeah, don't remember.
Wow. Hard drive full, huh?
I think it's busted. It's just broken. It ever since this pandemic, it just don't want to work.
Again, I know the date.
Oh, I know what
but
I
not
wanted
the
to
day.
say. Don't get me wrong. There are a lot of good people out there.
Oh,
There really
100%.
are. There
100%.
honestly are. When I say I hate people, I don't hate every single solitary person I've ever known, including like my family and shit. No, everybody knows. But people that are like that and that are rude, especially during this pandemic, there's just no need for it. It's just like people are just so nasty.
Yeah, that's what I've noticed. I've noticed the bulk of rude people kind of increase during this situation, which really isn't cool. Like a lot of our regulars that come in a lot, we don't see anymore.
Oh, get
right
this
now.
one.
And a lot of them were really, really awesome to talk to, and I miss a lot of them.
Guess what? So this one, I forgot to tell you, I was over getting a thing of coffee grinds, and one of our regulars, I won't say who it is on here on the podcast,
Well, obviously.
but said to me, when do you think you're going to get this up and running, pointing to the coffee? And I said, I have no idea. I don't know how it's going to pan out. I said, but you know, he started to, you could tell he was starting to complain and say, you know, how much of a pain in the ass is. I said, you know, you guys, I said, you got to look at it this way. I said, this is a bigger pain in the ass for us than it is for you. I said, it's a very big inconvenience for us. And he went, oh, well, yeah, I didn't think of it that way. I said, so we want it to go back to normal. Trust me, we do. I said, but we got to do what we got to do. Like, they don't think about what it's doing to us.
No.
It's putting so much extra work on us.
It's so much.
As is how stupid it sounds and is.
It's so much extra strain.
Some of the customers refuse to use the order points, so you can shout it out over in your ear, you know, coffee, and then you got the order points going off constantly, and it's just coffee. Then you got to make sure that there's fresh coffee, and we only have room for one pot. And sometimes on a weekend, some people come in and want 2 and 3 extra larges, which is 3 extra larges is more than one pot. So that person would have to wait. So I always try to have an extra large, like in the dump station, and then plus a pot. And I thought at first I was going to get yelled at for doing that, but Jason actually wound up started doing it too, because it works out. And I always have fresh grinds in there, waiting. So I'm always prepared. See, I think ahead.
Why don't we try to get something like a pan or something where we can have like 2 of the grinders or whatever, the trays or whatever that hold the grinds, filled with fresh grinds, set up so we can just take it out, dump it, and load it in.
We tried that. Jason didn't like that idea.
Really?
Yes.
Damn.
Kaylee already tried that.
Of course.
Yeah. So, whatever. But it's like no big deal. But I'm with the coffee. People are starting to get more comfortable ordering it from us.
Oh my god, it was bad at first.
Yeah, at first we sold no coffee.
No, we almost had to remove people from the store for getting angry about how they had to do it.
Oh yeah, well, too bad. It's not up to us.
That's another
thing. They keep taking it out on us. It's not our fault. We're just doing what we're told.
And I thought it was, but apparently not. But I guess Sheets or whatever got some type of special permission, but we're not really supposed to enforce masks because we're getting violent threats against us.
Well, they probably based it on that. They didn't want their employees threatened.
Exactly. But like, we don't like it any more than you do, and we're getting threatened. Like, our lives are being threatened.
Well, that's what I said to him too. I said, "Do you know how hard it is to wear this mask and make food?" Well, when I went to visit Uncle Sparky, he said to me, he goes, "You have to wear that mask the whole time you're working." I said, "Yeah." I said, "For 8.5 hours, I have to wear a mask."
Gotta do what we gotta do. It sucks, but we
He
gotta
was just
do
like,
it.
"Wow, that sucks."
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not fun for
And
us.
that is one thing I do give the company. They are there for us. 100%.
Yeah,
They are there for us.
Yeah, they are. They're on.
They
our
protect us a lot. And unfortunately, we did have a death within the company from COVID-19.
Yeah, that's terrible.
It was a sales employee, unfortunately. Sales employee. So look, we're vulnerable to it. So we don't like it any more than you guys do.
Anyone that goes outside of their home and gets in a car and goes places where others are and they don't practice the distancing and stuff like that, they're going to catch it. I mean, that's all there is to it. I don't know how we keep going through this without anyone getting hardly sick.
I'm telling you, it already went through the store back in mid-February. It had to have.
I think you're right.
For no one to be getting sick this long, and for us to serve medical staff that actively treat COVID patients, there's no way in hell we are getting lucky like this.
Yeah. But
Either it's
none of the
truly
stores around us either.
Either it's truly blown up in the media, or it already ripped through. And I think it already ripped through, to be honest with you.
But they already said that it doesn't matter if you've had it, you can get it again.
Yeah.
And if we had the
8.
first wave that was easier, maybe if we get it again, it might be worse.
8.
8 what?
8. My God. 8 Navy personnel on that ship where it outbroke on tested positive again
See what I mean?
after already having it.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if it ripped through our store already.
Yeah, but I'm saying it. Maybe that's why we're not getting it so easily again.
I don't know. Or maybe we're all just taking care of ourselves. I don't know.
Maybe we are on top of our game on cleaning that store.
Maybe what?
Maybe we are on top of our game of keeping
Well,
that store
let me tell
clean.
you something. They do not I do not see them cleaning. I'm not saying that on. Never mind. I think our store goes above and beyond the cleaning.
Yeah. I mean, I can't speak for other stores, obviously.
Right. But
That's probably where you were going with that.
yeah, kind of, sort of.
But
I think we really take it seriously.
well, the company does, and
well,
they expect
I
us
know
to.
that, but I'm saying,
And
like,
that's
everyone has gone.
And that's props on the company for
Like,
that.
I know so many people that have gone to other fast food places and stuff, and they go in and the masks are hanging off people's ears and under their chins and shit like that, and they've gotten complaints. They have gotten so many complaints against them, and I don't think Sheetz has had any.
Exactly.
Ooh, I mean, where we work.
I already said the company name.
Oh, whatever.
It doesn't matter. Who the fuck's gonna listen to us anyway?
You never know.
It's not like we're talking shit on that company. Literally just said props to the company.
No, quite the opposite.
Because they take care. I mean, they keep extending our hazard pay. Right now it's through June. I think we're not going to have it through June, but I can expect to have it back by earliest July, latest fall.
Yep.
Because it's supposed to return in the fall.
Yep, we're gonna go back into lockdown.
Oh, 100%. That's going to be wave 3, maybe even 4.
And then people are gonna be even more mad, and it's their fault.
No, that's just how the virus is going to perform. It's just going to get more volatile in the winter. That's how Spanish influenza was. Sorry, 1918 flu.
Why'd you say it like that?
Because it would be like calling this the Chinese flu, Spanish influenza.
But it is Spanish influenza. That's what it's called.
Actually, it's technically swine flu. H1, I think that was H1N1. Isn't that crazy how the same thing outbreaks every now and then?
Yeah.
Oh, so I saw the comparisons between like SARS, swine flu, and this.
And?
So the reason why nothing happened, like nothing major, like any like major lockdowns happened over SARS, is because it had the killing capacity, but not the ability to spread. Whereas swine flu was opposite. It didn't really kill anybody, but it spread like wildfire. That's why we don't remember swine flu being as bad, whereas this one has both.
I was just going to say, and this one's a mixture of both.
Yes, this one has both. That's why we're in this situation.
Crap. And
It's
it had to be
also-
our generation that had to put up with it.
They're also still finding new shit about the virus and everything like that. Like, it's producing some weird, mysterious illness in children now that they're now finding out, and they just actually had a death from it in New York, I think.
Well, like Christopher said, this isn't going to go away until they find a cure for it.
We may never find a cure for it.
Well, they can't make these researchers and these scientists just come up with a cure. Like, it doesn't happen that way.
Well, no duh. That's why they're actively working on it 24/7.
Yeah, but those people are going to get burnt out.
That's why you have multiple teams working on it at the same time, so you rotate.
Okay,
That's
as
what
long
they
as they're
do.
getting sleep.
That's what they do. And a lot of people are sacrificing sleep to find a cure. That's their choice. That's their
Yeah, I know
dedication
that,
to
but
the
you
work.
can't think straight when you're tired like that.
Actually, I'm pretty sure some major breakthroughs have been on lack of sleep because it causes a different way of thinking.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I
You may-
certainly can't think when I'm that tired. The only thing I can think about is going to bed. I don't know. I need my sleep. I can't function on little sleep. I would have never done good in college and stuff like that.
Well, obviously, because
No, I would have never been able to handle that.
I wouldn't have.
I hated high school.
I hated high school too.
God. You know the saying, the apple didn't fall far from the tree? I don't think my apple even fell off.
You mean my apple?
Yeah, well, mine didn't fall off from my dad, and yours didn't fall off from me.
I told you, mine grew in its own fucking branch.
Jesus. We're in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
You poor thing. I feel very bad for you.
Me too.
Hey!
Hey.
Jerk off. Well, on that note,
On that note, what?
maybe we should say goodnight.
Why?
Why not?
Only at 27 minutes.
Oh, dear Lord in heaven. There's
abo-
no set
what
guidelines or
about 'em?
rules, and there's nothing else to talk about except the damn virus. Listen.
Listening.
What is that tapping?
My foot.
Well, why would you do that? That's really annoying. I said stop.
Whose room are you in?
Well, I don't care whose room I'm in. Whose house are you in? Stop.
Whose state are you in?
What?
Yeah, PAs, exactly.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
It's all of ours.
Oh, dear God
Commonwealth.
in heaven. You know that's going to go on the recorder, and it's going to sound horrible.
It's not actually, because these are directional mics, and it's behind the direction we're talking into.
I tried. You're an asshole.
You're a whole ass.
I don't really care. I'm a cold whole ass right now.
You're the sphincter. The muscle itself.
You're disgusting. You really are disgusting.
How's that milkshake?
It's delicious, but you're disgusting. Don't try to change the subject.
Alright. I got laundry to do.
I don't. Haha, you do. I think it's time to lay down and watch a movie. Sounds good to me.
What time is it anyway?
8:30.
8:30 already?
Yep.
Holy shit.
Yep. Well, people, I think we're gonna peace out.
I hope I can get this out
Why wouldn't you?
on time. My new PC's coming tomorrow.
Oh.
I gotta get that bitch set up.
Well, you can always send it out on Friday. It's all right.
Whatever.
All right.
We'll see in 2 weeks, hopefully.
Yep. Stay safe.
Unless we forget again, because we're dumbasses.
God bless. Stay safe.